What's up, everybody? Out here with the Tokarev. Gonna do some testing. Gonna start off with some Celia and Berlil factory ammo, get some chronograph readings, make sure the gun's still functioning fine. Then we'll do some destructive testing with some targets. $15.56, $15.35, $15.53, $15.42, $15.55, $15.42, $15.17, $15.45. Nice and consistent. And the shells literally landed 2 feet away, so the extra power recoil spring's working. I forgot something. I'm going to add it right here in the video, but I also added an extra power recoil spring because I found a source for them, finally, for the Tokarev TT33 platform. And normally with a muzzle brake, which I have on my Tokarev, everybody knows that, you have to reduce spring pressure for factory ammo because the reduction in slide velocity and recoil doesn't function the gun. It doesn't cycle all the way, let's say. With weaker ammo, usually that's a problem. I don't have that problem with a brand new factory recoil spring in my compensator in the Tokarev. I've never had an issue, even with PPU, which seems to be the slowest ammo that I've fired. Anyway, usually with factory ammo, it slings brass about 20 feet, and with my hot hand loads, they were going up to 45 feet away. And it was becoming a nightmare to recover my brass, and it was beating up the gun, and it was hard. It was a lot of recoil, even with the muzzle brake. Well, I put the extra power recoil spring in, and my brass shooting S&B, which is the hottest factory ammo that you can get, landed 3 feet to my right. And with that extra power recoil spring, even my hottest stuff at 1950 feet a second landed 15 feet away from me on the other side of my car. Very easy to recover, and the gun shoots so nice now. So, if anybody needs an extra power recoil spring, let me know. I was shooting from right there, and the shells landed right there. That's the closest I've ever seen shells land from a Tokarev. Extra power recoil spring was the move. All right, next load is going to be my Hornady XTP hand loads. They are an 85 grain XTP over 14.5 grains of accurate number 9 with a small pistol primer, not a Magnum primer. So let's see what the velocities are on this load. All right, let's see how these perform. $18.37, $18.14, $17.84, $18.03, $17.91, $17.84, $18.23, $18.05. All right, this is going to be a PPU hollow point out of an FEG PA63 Makarov in 9x18 millimeter, slow motion versus a clay block. Well, I'd say that 9x18 is pretty effective with that hollow point. That's a good load of energy transfer. All right, next is going to be that same 85 grain XTP over 14.5 grains of accurate number 9 versus that clay block. So let me get it fixed, get set up with slow-mo, and we'll hit it again. Holy fucking shit. That just transferred so much energy, completely blew that block apart, and broke my table. Well, we captured the bullet, so I'm going to dig it on out of this clay and see what she did. Ooh, doggy, look at the expansion on the Hornady XTP. That's got to be 70 caliber. We did get jacket separation, but I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less at 1800 feet a second. This bullet wasn't really designed for that kind of velocity. But yeah, look at that. That's next to my thumb. Talk about expansion right there. Man, that is huge. Captured that bullet. Let's pull her out and see what she looks like. And here's that 9mm Makarov bullet that I recovered. I am getting great expansion and performance out of both calibers. 7.62 by 25mm, 9 by 18 Makarov.
Got 5 rounds.
Double action?
Nope, single action. Magnum Research BFR.
Wow.
30-30.
That is freaking cool.
Here goes round 2. He's using my own hand-loaded 160 grain FTX lever evolution rounds. They're going to be a little bit hotter than before. Uh-oh, it's jammed. We'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Now, back to it. He's only got 1 round, but let's see how it compares.
Woo! Oh, yeah.
A little more stink?
That was significantly hotter. Is there another in here?
No, that's the only one.
All right.